Yeah, we are live.
Excellent. Blessings, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you,
A few,
Biggie.
a few technical problems, but we're finally there.
Yeah. Yeah, but we are able to overcome it.
That's what it's all about. So how's
Yeah.
things in your end? All good?
Yeah, we're good. It's a wonderful Sunday here in Africa, and I'm really kind of just relaxing over the week. Relaxing over the stress of the week today. Yeah.
Tell me about it. We got a bank holiday weekend, so we've had Saturday, Sunday, and we got Monday off as well, so we got an extra long weekend.
Yeah, actually, in fact, the weekend is too short. I wish it can be longer.
Definitely. Okay, so I call you the cash flow queen. Is that right?
Yeah, actually.
Is that from personal experience?
Sorry?
Is that from experience?
Oh, wow. So it's born from experience, actually. Yeah. Born from
Okay, so
experience.
how did the journey all start? The cash flow journey. Tell me a bit about that.
Okay, so cash flow for her was
Yeah.
born from my experiences, from the pain that I went through being a broke woman, being broke as a mom, as a wife, as a woman, and um in fact it was a hell of experience for me. A lot, and the experience is something that most women are actually going through, and most women are trapped in a cycle of this financial instability.
Yeah.
And by default, women are subjected to rely on a man, subjected to getting everything they need from a man, making a man their source. And it has made a lot of women live under the shadow of men.
And that's what made you even more stronger.
Yeah, actually.
Fair play.
My
Brilliant.
experience was not a funny experience though. So I had to make sure I live above such kind of experiences because for the sake of my kids, I have a daughter, I have two sons, and I wouldn't want my daughter to go through what I went through financially, you know. So I had to do
Completely
something about
understand.
it.
So what did you do? How did it all mold together? So you went through this, you were proper broke, you were skint, as they say in London. And
Sorry, I
then
didn't get that.
in London we say you skint.
Skinned?
Yeah. Basically means you're broke.
Oh yeah, I was as broke as a joke.
So so
So I
how
was
so how did you turn it around?
okay. So from my personal experience being broke as a joke, there were times where I had personal issues. I had projects I needed to work on. I had family and friends that were looking up to me for help in one way or the other. I had children, I had a family to take care of, and I was living from hands to mouth, and it wasn't funny.
Wow.
I started looking for help. I sought help from family. I sought help from friends. I was embarrassed financially. I took up loans to start one business or the other. I did a lot of offline businesses, several businesses, and I failed at them. It got to a point where I had to take a loan to start a business, and whatever I make from that business, I put it back into the loan. So I was more or less like working to pay back my loan. I was stranded financially. I wasn't enjoying the business that I was doing
What
because
was it
I
that you
couldn't even
what were you actually doing?
I the business I did was I was selling fabrics. I was into perfumes. I
Okay.
sold shawarma. I made food. I sold food. I sold clothing. I sold perfumes. I sold different things,
So you done everything.
jewelry. I was like a jack of all trades and master of none. I even tried doing the launching of my business online. I tried to figure things out myself, yeah. So it was really stressful until I decided that I'm going to look for someone who knows it all, like someone like a coach, someone who can tutor me. Because even if I try to figure things out myself, how long will it take me to figure things out myself? I had done everything myself. I even decided to do freelancing. I
Wow.
went
Okay.
into freelancing, digital marketing, taking one course or the other, learning so many things, so many skills. I did so much. But at the end of the day, it
And
was
then
a lot
during
of
this, sorry, and then during this whole time, how many times did you want to give up?
oh, I gave up so many times. I gave up. I gave up so many times. I'm a kind of person who, even though I feel like giving up sometimes, I still try to push. I like to dare things. I
Definitely.
like to challenge myself. And when I feel like one thing is failing or it's not working, I do everything to make sure it works. And if it doesn't work, I look for an alternative. So it's not like
Fair
I
enough.
just give up and take my hands off. I look for alternatives to make sure I win at whatever I'm doing.
But then obviously, in a way, you're kind of like lying to yourself, ain't you, when you're doing that?
Sorry?
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, when I do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, that's where self-limiting belief comes in. And it's a major problem with most women. I would say 99% of women are struggling with self-limiting belief. And it's also called
Definitely.
there's a name, there's a particular name it's called when I remember the name out, I would say it out, yeah. So this self-limiting belief is called imposter syndrome. Yeah, I
Hmm.
remember now. So when you feel like you cannot deliver on this thing, when you feel like whatever I am doing is not worth it, I don't believe this thing would work. I don't believe I am worthy to do this. I don't believe it's going to bring out anything good for me. It's more or less like making us feel we are not worth it, we are not good enough for this thing. And the truth of the matter is, we all have it inside of us. Every
Hmm.
woman has what it takes to be financially free. You just need to understand how to tweak one thing or the other. Probably somebody is winning at this thing. How is the person winning at this? And then you contact the person and let the person coach you. That's where coaching comes in. I have a mentor who says a coachless coach does not deserve to be a coach.
100%.
Yeah, how can you say you want to coach people and you are not submitted under an authority to learn?
Hmm.
So it's important, no matter what you do as a woman, whether you're doing an offline business or an online business, it's important to have someone mentoring you through the journey. It makes it easier, it makes the journey shorter, and it reduces the risks of failures. And
Definitely.
even in,
Going back to when you're in your struggle.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm Indian, and I know a lot of Indians and a lot of Africans. We believe in God a lot as well. So you must
yeah.
did you? So obviously you must have prayed a lot. You must have gone to a lot of churches.
I mean, you don't want to go there. It took a lot of prayers, though. I believe in God.
Yeah,
I'm a Christian, and I believe that every business that works has a supernatural dimension to it. Yeah, it's very important. So there is the physical effort, there's the human effort towards making a business work, whether offline or online. There is a spiritual aspect, and the spiritual governs the physical. So you
yeah,
have to win it spiritually before you can win physically. Yeah. So it's a battle. And guess what? The main battle here spiritually, apart from praying to God and trusting God, there is a battle of the mind. If we
100%.
cannot win at the battle in the battles of the mind,
Then
in
then you
fact,
might as
there
well
is
forget about it.
actually nothing heaven can actually do for you. Like even all the heavenly bodies, the supernatural realm and all that. I mean, even the atmosphere, you know what they call the supernatural, yeah?
Yeah.
There is little or nothing they can actually do for you when you have not won in the battle of the mind. So
Wow.
it's about living in the reality and the consciousness of what you want for yourself. And then you begin to attract them to
Hmm.
yourself. You know, from my own personal experience, there was a time in my life where I thought money is a problem. I cannot just make money. Like, I can't. Will I ever be rich? Will I ever make dollars? Will I touch dollars? Because I'm even struggling with my local currency. It was a serious mental disorder for me. But when I decided on my own that, in fact, it got to a point I wrote down affirmations. If it means writing down affirmations to chant every day to yourself, you
Yeah.
sing it every day to yourself, unconsciously or subconsciously, it begins to align with your subconscious. And then you begin to live in the reality of what you keep saying to yourself. A lot of people don't say the right thing to themselves. So if you are broke, you tell yourself, I'm always broke. I don't have money. Why not say, I'm blessed?
I'm happy. I'm blessed. That's right.
Oh, I'm happily blessed. Like, my account is ringing in multiple figures. I know I'm not there yet, but I will get there. And then you walk in the reality of it. You don't live out. I usually say you shouldn't look like your situation. I mean,
Yeah, you're
sometimes
right.
you don't
I
have to
agree.
don't look like what you're going through. Look like what you want to be like.
You want to be, yeah.
Dress the way you want to be, addressed.
Okay, so what was the
So,
turning point for you?
the turning point was when I had it up to here with financial embarrassments. I had creditors coming after me. The embarrassment from friends and family were too much.
I was just
And
gonna say
because,
because you turn to a lot of friends and family, sooner or
yeah,
later
like,
they get fed up as well,
they
saying, "Hold
knew
on,
my
they
situation.
owe me money, and she's struggling. I want my money
They
back."
knew they knew my situation. They knew my situation. And then these were people that are actually supposed to look up to me, but because of my situation, I had to look up to them.
Yeah,
You know, it's demeaning. You lose your credibility, you lose your, self-esteem. I'm the firstborn of my family. I have kids, I have siblings, I have parents, and these are people that I should be taking care of. Well, why should I, be at their mercy? Do you get it? At the
understand.
end of the day, I lose that respect I should get from family and friends. And then the embarrassment escalated into my workplace and everything. And at that point, I told myself, I'm done with the 9 to 5. I'm done with so many gurus and courses that I've been, chasing here and there because I'm looking for means of income. There is something about the online business. I look at people winning on Facebook, on YouTube, people that have platforms on YouTube. They are making money from these streams. Why can't I do something, do the same thing, mimic what they are doing, and start earning? Okay, I thought about what can I do? What are the things I know how to do best that I can offer online that people will pay for? And then I began to do my research. I discovered that a lot of people have problems online. As a matter of fact, I would say the online space is a mining ground. There's a lot of problems online that have not gotten solutions yet. So it's for us to find that thing. What is it that I have that I can do best at my best? As simple as it is, then I turn it into an offer, an online business, launch it online, and then start speaking to my audience. Now I need to understand who my audience are, who are my market, who are the
Mhm.
people that want this solution that I have. And then I begin to speak their language by calling out what is paining them, the thing that pains them the most. I use that to call them. So I usually say on my programs that when you have a solution to a problem and you find the people that have that problem, there is something you can use to call them out. For instance,
Definitely.
if yeah, I'm with you.
Now, go on, definitely, I agree. Go on, now listening.
Okay, so if you have a group of people who are sick, for instance, in the hospital, you have so many sick people. People go to the hospital because they need treatment. People are looking for help. People want results. They are not looking after your credentials, certifications, all. You don't need all that to launch an online business. You don't need all
Mm-hmm.
that. So when you get to the hospital, you have various problems. And then the doctor comes out and says, how many of us have headaches? Can I see your hands? You see a lot of people that have headaches, they raise their hands. Okay, if you have headache here, this and this and this are what you will take that will cure your headache. If you want to cure that headache, see me in my office now. You will see the rush and queue. There will be a rush and there will be a queue. So that is how to get your market. When I was able to crack that code, I said, fine, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to launch out my business. But what exactly do I want to do? And I thought about something that I struggled with the most in my life. Because people don't want to hear you just talk, ba, 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 ba. They
Yeah.
want to hear your experiences. They
Mm-hmm.
want to hear your failures, your struggles. How were you able to come out of this thing? So if you're able to tell them, oh, I have experienced what you're experiencing. This was what I struggled with. This is what I did to come out of that struggle. And I want to show you how I did this. They'll be willing to pay to
Brilliant.
learn that. Yeah. So basically that was the turning point for me. That was a turning point for me.
So how long were you in this period of being on a low?
All
Yeah.
alone,
Yeah. No, on a downer. How long were you in down for? Downside.
I was down for like almost my entire life. I was down for almost my entire life. As a matter of fact, I cracked this code last year. And since last year till now, it has been really helpful, like very helpful, very
Wow.
helpful. I've
So
been
that
able to
long.
make, yeah, I've been able to make money from this and being financially free, doing whatever I'm doing at my own terms without anybody deciding how much I should earn or doing the 9 to 5 thing. It's really stressful and it limits me from
So
doing what I love to do
so the cash
best.
flow, is it a company you've made? Is that the name of your company?
Yeah, the main company is Molox. It's Molos Consulting Limited. That's the parent company of
Mm-hmm.
Cashflow for her. So Molos Consulting Limited is a human capital development business. So we're
Okay.
basically into human capital development, training people on how to start their online business, any business at all, whether offline or online, training their teams, setting up their businesses. That's basically what Molox Consulting is all about.
And how's it going for you at the moment?
Yeah, it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. We are working on businesses both offline and online at the moment.
So
So
what's the yeah.
cash flow for her is just streamlined for females who want to launch an online business.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, we are focusing on female freelancers at the moment. So any woman who wants to launch an online business, cash flow for her is there for such a woman.
Brilliant.
Or women who are already having online businesses but don't know what exactly to do to start making consistent income with what they are doing. Cash flow for her is for such a woman. Then there are a lot of female freelancers who are struggling with their freelance businesses online. We set them up, we train them, coach them, rebrand them, give everything they need for them to turn whatever freelance business they have to generate consistent income. That consistent income is the result you get when you are part of the cash flow for her community.
And at the moment, are you only in Africa?
Yeah, we are just working from Africa, but we are open to everyone all around the
Online.
globe. Yeah.
So soon you're gonna have an office here in London.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So the
Fantastic.
thing is it's an online business. So we work online. There is no limitations to wherever we work. We can be
Brilliant.
anywhere working. And that's the idea. For every woman should have an online business and should be able to operate her business anywhere or any part of the world, servicing her clients from any
Yeah.
part of the world.
So a lot of women feel ashamed of having more money than maybe their partner or other ladies. What's your feelings on that?
Well, I would say God did not create any woman to be subdued or subjected to having less cash flow than anyone else.
True.
We all are created with destinies. And I've seen families where the woman is actually earning more than her man. And yet she still has the cordial respect for her man. So you see, that's why I said the battle begins here. Because
Mine.
some women, if they are given the opportunity to earn more than their husbands or their partners, they begin to misbehave. And in the
True.
cash flow for our community, we don't just train you to start making multiple figures. We work on mindset. And this is part of the mindset that we work on. Now, if you're a woman and you're doing online business and you are making good money, probably you are making more than your man, you are to support. You are a support system. So
Mhm.
whatever the man is, passing through in your home, you should support him. Not you taking total responsibility, but at least lighten the burden that is on him financially. And then you earn back your
100%.
responsibility. Yeah.
And how did your relationship with money change? Obviously, you've been through all these struggles. So
Yeah.
once you were comfortable, how did your relationship with money change?
As a matter of fact, at first I hated I thought I hated money or money hated me because I did everything to attract money to myself,
Yeah,
but it wasn't coming. And then I figured out that I was chasing money. The moment you chase money, money will never come to you. So the thing is, if you have the opportunity to set up systems that can attract money to you, that is when money starts coming in. Money is a spirit, and
mm,
you cannot chase money. If you chase money, you become a slave to money. So as a woman, what you should be thinking of is, what can I do to attract money to myself? That begins with identifying problems. People are looking for money. Why don't you think of problems? The more problems you solve, the more money comes to you. Either you're solving problems offline or online, the more money comes to you. As a matter of fact, every solution you offer has more problems in that solution that gives you more money.
like they say, more money, more problems.
Yeah, more money, more problems. More solutions, more problems. So
I
that
used to have a
was
friend that
when,
I used to have a friend that used to say, because I used to do shift work, and whenever there was an extra shift work available, I would
yeah,
just say, "Yeah, I'll do it." My mate used to always say, stop chasing money,
that's
Biggie."
true. That's true. Guess what? This was a huge battle in my life previously because I was always running after money. I want to make money. I would do anything to make money, you know. And then I got a job, and in that job, I was still doing businesses, side businesses. I was posting on my social media platforms, and I was begging people, please buy from me, please buy from me, patronize me, doing everything I can. I hustled. I hustled.
It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Yeah. I hustled, and it wasn't funny at all. I got turned down by customers, you know, I got rejected by
Mm.
customers, by clients. I faced rejection. It was too much until I decided that fine, I am going to figure out what I know how to do best. I'm going to launch it online. I will build an offer around it. I'm going to give myself a brand, and whatever solution I'm offering, I'm going to make sure that my clients get the picture. This is how I am offering my solution, and these
Yeah.
are my charges. And then I'm not going to charge low. I'm going to charge its worth
Yeah.
because I knew what I went through before I was able to crack this code. And if it was that easy and cheap, clients wouldn't be looking for such help.
Everybody be doing it.
Yeah, everyone will be doing it. So if I went through the hassle of cracking that code, I should be paid my worth to take you through the journey to get the same success that I got. And you don't value what you don't pay for. You must value what you pay for. And I'm going to set my charges, and I will work with people who are ready to learn, people who are ready to get results. Because in the cash flow for her, we don't just want talk, we want action. So I want women to do this thing and start making money as quick as possible. So that's basically it.
And then now, so have you got obviously you've got your own company. So have you got people
Yeah.
working for you now?
Yeah, I have workers. I have my own team. I have a
Brilliant.
team that I work with. Yeah. So we work together. We work with other ladies that are signed up in the cash flow for her community that are building their online businesses. We work as a team. And we work with these ladies too. So it's not just about, doing it for them. We are doing it with them and doing it for them. So we are teaching them, training them on how to do this so that they can do them by themselves. And
Brilliant.
also, if they have the opportunity to train others, they can do same too and make money from it.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. How do you overcome, like, obviously people think you're from Africa, you're scamming them. How do you overcome all that stereotypical stuff?
Okay, so yeah, I understand the issue with Africa and the scam thing. The truth is, there is nowhere
It's the
that
same with India as well.
it's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. So the thing is this: when I have clients that I work with, I start working with them. I give them terms for payment, and then I start with delivery. So we start working on delivery while they make their payment. So it's if
Okay.
they trust me enough to make full payment, fantastic. If they don't trust to make a full payment and you want to make a part payment, fantastic. But if they cannot trust me enough, then they are not my clients.
That's
It's
true.
as simple as that. They're not my clients. My clients understand my language and believe whatever I say. They go through my posts because currently I'm running a 30 days series for female freelancers on how, taking them from being broke into having their online business, giving them consistent income. Now, if I'm giving this free information, these are information that people are paying to learn.
True.
And I'm giving all this out for free. And then they do not believe that I can implement this thing to make it work for them. It's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. This is the same thing that I'm doing that I want to teach them how to do it. But if
How
they
hard
don't,
is it? How hard is it to get ladies to
sorry,
join the? How hard is it to get ladies to join the cash flow for her?
how long?
How
Is it
hard
the
is it?
duration or how hard?
Yeah. How difficult is it?
No, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. The truth is this: everybody has a problem. Yeah, every lady has a problem. Now, if the lady I am speaking to has a problem with money, she is my client. So when I go out there and say, lady, you have this problem, I call them out with their problem. You don't have money, you are broke, you are stranded, you are owing here and there, you're financially embarrassed. This is for you. So if you want to implement this thing, you want to come out of this misery, financial misery, then sign up. It's as simple as that.
But how much money
I don't
does?
go
How much
chasing
money will
clients.
she need to put in? Does she need
Sorry?
to put? Does she need to put much money in first?
No, she doesn't. So I have an implementation program currently going on for female freelancers. And that implementation program is to take them from being broke freelancers, struggling freelancers, to freelancers that are having consistent income. So I have
Right.
offers that I have put together to help them from the beginning where they are right now. The reason why I'm going with female freelancers is because they already have an online business. There is a skill that they have right now that they are working on. So I want to help them refine that skill and package that skill, repackage the skill and launch them online. Then build systems for them that can bring the clients for them. So they don't have to chase clients.
Yeah.
The thing is, you chase because you do not have systems running. So you need to set up
Exactly.
systems that run so you don't chase. Then when you have your system up running, your clients begin to come in. Then you have to create offers that will take your clients on a journey so that you don't start with one client and then you're thinking, where do my next client come from? That one client you have, as you solve the first problem, you have given the person a solution, you identify another problem in that solution that will create another offer that you can solve. from one solution to another problem, to another solution, to another problem. And that's how you get a client staying with you for a period of time. And in that period of time, you are solving solutions and you are getting paid. So the idea is for them to have long-term clients paying them so that they can have consistent cash flow with whatever
I
they're
suppose
doing.
the more people you help, it obviously word of mouth, and then you just grow, don't you?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
So if you the more people you're helping, the word of
Yeah.
mouth gets around, and then you grow. Because
Yeah, definitely.
one person will tell another three people will tell
Yeah,
another four people. So
definitely. Definitely. The thing is, solution is the goal. Whatever business you're doing, the question you should ask yourself is, what problem is my business solving? If you solve a problem for one person goes to tell more people. And that is
100%.
how you get referrals. That's how you get referrals. And this is something that I know. I'm very passionate about females because I have been, yeah, once upon a time in my life, I was single. Yeah, before I got married. And I knew how I struggled financially as a single lady. I have that wealth of experience. Then I got married. In fact, before I got married, I became a single mom. I was a single mom. I have lived as a single mom. I know what it means for a single mom to struggle financially when you don't have anyone to look up to. And then you go hustling here and there, or you are at the mercy of one family friend or one person or one man, and you begin to lose your dignity. I have struggled as a wife. I have faced embarrassments from family, that's my extended family, from my husband. It was messy. I lost my marriage severally because of my financial incapacity. It was very challenging. I have a wealth of experience there. Then, being a mom, I have a wealth of experience with struggling
Brilliant.
financially, taking care of my kids, taking
So
care of my
you're like
home.
a fountain of knowledge.
I'm telling you, it's a different ball game. So that is why I'm very passionate about the female, because I see a lot of fundraising here, business here, do this, virtual assistant, blah, 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 and it's just crowded. But people are not really focusing on the female gender,
True.
empowering the female gender. And the truth of the matter is, when the female is empowered, it helps the society. The society gets better.
Hmm.
When a woman is empowered, a woman is a good manager. A woman can manage any situation. She can manage her
True.
family, she can manage her society when she's given, you know, um, leadership roles in the society. If she does not have, the right mental capacity to handle finance, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So we're not just raising women that are building businesses and making money. We are working on mindset. We are working on financial intelligence. We are working on the power of investment. When women are empowered, there will be a lot of, less chaotic situations in the environment. They will be able to take care of their children properly. I mean, a woman who is financially, she has the financial power, will not want her children roaming on the streets. She will put her
100%.
children in
Definitely.
decent schools, make sure that they have that financial intelligence too, because she has to pass down whatever she's doing to her children. These online businesses are generational businesses. They are businesses that you can hand over to the
Yeah.
next generation. Like what I'm doing right now is something that I want to build to pass down to my daughter so she can
100%.
continue cash flow for her wherever she is in the world, and even her daughter too can continue. So you don't need a structure. You don't need a fantastic account. You don't need a fantastic website. You don't need something, expensive to start an online business. Guess what? I started with my phone. I didn't have gadgets. Before I was able to build my brand, I started with my phone. If you go to my YouTube, you'll see, my beginning is there.
Yeah.
You will see the difference. If you go through my YouTube videos from the very beginning, you will see the change. You will see the journey. You will see the difference with my videos and all that. You will know that this is the process. I didn't just start. I didn't have
Yeah.
the fantastic gadgets immediately, but I started with what I have. The truth is, most women feel they don't have anything. I don't have money.
Brilliant.
I don't have what it takes. You have a talent. You have a skill. You have something you know so much. You're an expert in something. Maybe you've had a working experience, maybe 10 years experience with a particular field. Why don't you come out and share that experience for people who are just coming up to learn from you?
Definitely.
That's
100%.
your market.
Agree. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wrap it up now. What's the future for Blessings and Cash Flow?
The future. Oh, the future is big. I have projects that I really want to do for women, especially women who are how do I put it? I'm trying to be very simple with my language. So I want to do I have projects for widows. I have
Okay.
projects for
Wow.
for single moms because they are very endeared to my heart. I have a very soft spot for those women. Now, if I'm able to empower as many women as possible, which is my goal, I want to empower so many women as possible around the globe. Then we have global events that we want to do on site. So I'm going to organize global events in different zones in the world. I'm going to be
Brilliant.
traveling. Yeah, I want to see my cash flow queens. I want to have a one-on-one with them. There's going to be mastermind. There's going to be, a one-on-one coaching with every cash flow queen. So I want to empower as many women as possible. I want their eyes to be open to the truth that they can be financially free. They are supposed
Fantastic.
to be financially free. Yeah.
Well,
They
Blessings, I can see you're very passionate about this. So
I am freaking passionate about it.
I could definitely see you working. If you need to tag me in anything, feel free to
Yeah.
tag me in anything. I'll be more than happy to share it. So I
Yeah.
just want to say thank you very much for coming on. Sorry about the technical issues,
Yeah. No problem.
but
I'm happy we're able to have this live.
100%. But thank you very much.
You're
And I salute
welcome.
you for helping
Yeah.
all these ladies coming up. And all the
Yeah.
best. And God bless you. Take care.
You're welcome. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Yeah.